Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines with me, the Big Cat. We're going to Wakiville like we always do. You're going to notice a lot of changes in this episode as I have added some things. I've done a lot of traffic work. I was not happy with how the traffic was going in this city. So, things were not going well and it was frustrating me. And so I took some time off camera. I sat down with it on my own and I kind of did some things to hopefully be able to make the traffic better. It's been a while since I've recorded. Things have changed in life a little bit. And it's been a lot of fun, actually. So, we are going to go ahead and jump in here. You'll notice that things are better. It's a whole lot more green at the moment. And we need to build some major industrial space. The population has skyrocketed in recent time here, as I have allowed it to with the new train line that I put in. You can see it kind of goes everywhere throughout the city here. There's one there, one there. It's a big circle that kind of supplies the city with some transportation that was much needed. If we go in here, we can look. We're getting like 3,000, almost 3,000 people. If we add more trains to it, we get up to about 3,000 people. So yeah, we're doing well there. I also added in one bus line. We're getting about 63 people on it. So I'm very happy with how this is going. I think today, what I would like to do is I'd like to upgrade this road that goes around here into a tram line. And I'm thinking at this spot back here, well, let's get out into the view here. I'm thinking that this spot here that goes through here will be our best ideal spot for it. But I'm not sure. I like this road as an ideal spot for it, but that runs down there and runs around here. Alright, let's just start upgrading the road and see where we end up at. We're actually going to add bicycle lanes as well while we're doing this work. Because that'll definitely help with traffic some more. So we're going to have to remove that train station to go through there. I think this is going to be where we put our tram depot at. It's over here. So let's go in here and grab that real quick. Yeah, we'll just run this back in here. So we'll go ahead and do what we have to do here a little bit to get this to sit how we need it to sit. Yeah, we'll just use this one. Okay. So that's going to be where our trams come from, is right off this road here. Let's fix the train so we don't forget about that. There we go. That takes care of that one there. So we got that taken care of. We got the tram station put in the whole way back here. So let's go back and let's throw that in. While we're paused, let's remove this for a minute. Set this back here. Let's get this upgraded into the tram road as well. Right there and right there. Now we can bring this back over. Set that back in. Okay, so now that's all set up. From what I can see, that's all set up. Alright, now so we started back here. Just go ahead and run on down through here. I feel like putting in this tram track's really going to actually help us out a bit with traffic. And you will notice that I am running to right here. You know what? We're just going to go on through. We're just going to keep going. We'll come up through here. Apparently there was an extra node there I didn't know was there. Now let's see. Do we have one? Yes. Okay. And now we're just going to keep going. Right through here. This interchange might actually come out eventually here, because I just feel like it doesn't do anything. You can go another like, I don't know, not very far at all down the road and be off the highway into this little roundabout thing that's kind of like the traffic stopping point for the pedestrian area that we're working in today. But we'll figure this out in due time on whether we want to keep that interchange or not. And this is just one simple square of space. I forgot that that would be an issue. Coming back in. There we go. So now we have this tram line all built. I believe it's all connected up. Let's double check it. Okay. So we're going to begin our route here on this road right here. And we're going to go every other block. Every other block. Will probably increase the amount of people that want to use the train now too. Or maybe decrease it down to a manageable amount. So we're just going to get this set up and get this rolling. And then we'll figure out what the next step for Wakiville is. I'm hoping to get some views on this episode. The last one didn't do very well, but I know that the audio on it was pretty bad, as well as it was a very long, drawn-out episode that I just was a mess and should have never recorded it. But, you know, we live and we learn, so we're trying to do better this time. I'm hoping that the audio is better. I will be checking it before I put this out, just to make sure that the audio is better. We ran one way, now we're going to run one the other way. We have put in a lot of different areas for trains and things like that. There's stations all over the city for the train. And this one station, I think, is actually going to be another point where we kind of split out to go over to our university that we've talked about building since the beginning of Wakiville. We've always talked about having a university. We also have an educational issue that I need to deal with today before we get off the recording. Our education is bad. And that's because the city went from 93,000 to 115,000 due to transportation. The traffic percentage got better and people moved in. Now these are just two basic lines. They're nothing crazy. We can adjust them as we need to. But right now it's just two lines just to kind of get us started here. Yes, we put a little turnaround out here just to make sure that if something needs turned around, they can do it. Close that. Train station is indeed back in place. Okay. So that tram is probably going to help us out quite a bit. Let's go ahead and hit our play button here. And let's get this started. Let's get this education started, actually. Alright, so as you can see, we have like no education coverage out here at all. So we're going to look at a high capacity elementary school. Okay, probably a couple of them. And then we're also going to look at a high capacity or high school out here as well, which we now have. So I'm trying to figure out why this is saying it's not connected to the road. It's claiming it's not connected to the lines. Claiming it's not connected to the line, so we're going to try to fix this real quick here. I'm not sure why. So let's check and see how this is doing already. We're going to have to increase the size of these. I can tell already. We're going to go up to this 141 and that one. We're going to go to the 141 on this one too. Just because there's going to be people. Just because there's gonna be people, we know that. But we do have a few options here to get some things put in. Alright, back to education. Alright, so our high school availability is now back in the green. Our elementary school seems to be back in the green as well. Let's come over here. Just to make sure we're back in the green. Throw a couple of those out there. Okay, now let's check out this traffic real quick. 79%, that is not a bad percentage at all, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not upset about that at all. It's actually a very nice percentage considering the state of the city whenever we started all this stuff we've been doing. You can see things have really filled in. So I think we're going to use this space here now. We're going to we are. But as I was saying, some changes were made. This is one of the changes I made. I don't think it made much of a difference. It is bringing people into the city, but I just don't think it made much of a difference. This is the pretty standard train station that I built throughout the city. Anywhere I put one, it's pretty much where I put it, except for in a couple places where it would not fit. Period. Money's doing extremely well. We're back at 116,000. I did kind of crash things a little bit for a moment the other night whenever I was messing around with this off camera. I disconnected the power figures. You know, me and the power never get along. So I disconnected that by accident. And literally crashed the population down to about 35,000. crashed the money completely out to about under $1 million. And then I was able to revive things, I guess you'd say, and brought it back to about, I'd say probably 85,000 or so. And then as I've been working on other things throughout the city, trying to get things kind of fixed up a little bit, it appears that it's come back full tilt. Thankfully. I know many of you love this town, and I kind of enjoy playing it with you. So to say that I crashed it out myself would have been kind of embarrassing. But we're looking good now. Things are definitely better than they once were, which is kind of nice to be able to say. We're going to let this stuff fill in a little bit. Let's see what happened over here where we put in the initial ones. Oh, go figure. I forgot water pipes. Never done that before on camera, huh? I think I've done it with every build we've done. The population seems to be holding steady. Unemployment rate's a little high, but that'll go change with time over here as far as this goes. People are building in over here as well, so let's check out that tram line. How are we doing? Holy mackerel. This one line doesn't seem to be doing all that well, but it's going the opposite. Oh, there is people waiting for it. So that one's doing okay. How's this one? And it's hurt our train a little bit, but not too badly. Because this station over here literally was pumping people through. Let's check out the education. Elementary's good. High school's good. University's 0. You know what? Let's go ahead and throw down a high capacity university. We'll just throw it down. Way back here. Actually, this is a fantastic spot for it. Throw down a parking lot here, maybe? We'll just have that small university, that high capacity university for now. All right. So I think we're going to call it an episode here. This bridge is new as well. Sorry, little ADHD there. This bridge is new. It runs from one end of the city to the other, putting people onto the highway out here. It still has this entrance here. This is eventually going to be our university. And this is eventually going to go through redevelopment here. Probably another stadium. I think we have like a soccer field over on the other side over here. Let's see. This is a soccer field or a football field. Yeah, this is a soccer field. So I'm thinking that this area here, right outside the stadium, or right outside the train station stuff over here, we'll probably end up dropping this highway down. Maybe dropping another entrance into the highway. Drop this highway down, another entrance into the highway here possibly. And maybe dropping a football stadium out here behind this thing. We'll end up fixing that highway up anyway, because it's going to have to be fixed the way things are going. Population's doing well. Our numbers are looking good. There's tons of people riding the tram. There's tons of people riding the train. The train numbers have fallen off a little bit, but I think that that's just a matter of time before things pick back up. And the bus has really picked up. So I'm pretty proud of where we're at. Pretty proud of where we're going. Traffic percentage is still in the 70s. We have some jam ups in some different places. We gotta remember that there are trams over here now. Let's make sure this is set up correctly. We're going to throw a couple red lights in here, I think. I'm going to throw one there. That ought to help sort this out, because this is nothing but a disaster as far as traffic goes. So, with that fix, we should see our traffic's already going back up with just those little bit of fixes. 74. It was at 76 at the start of the episode, 77, so we're not doing too bad there. We are going to call it here. Thank you once again for joining us for another episode of Wakiville. It's a pleasure to record these for you. It's a lot of fun. And let's have some more fun in future episodes. 16 will be coming sooner than you may think. So let's get to watching 15. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends, tell your family. Come and watch the Big Cat on YouTube. It's going to be a lot of fun as Wakiville moves forward. Things are doing very well here, and we're going to keep going. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for joining us.